All right, welcome back. I am excited, even just for the bright colors that we see here, along with the bright smiles. We are here with the Shue Medill Middle School, and these are some Journey agents. Are each of you an agent?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to get each of you to introduce yourself. We'll start with you, young man.
My name's Oliver, and I'm 13.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 7th grade.
Seventh grade, all right.
I'm Julian. I am 13 also, and I'm also in 7th grade.
Okay,
My name is Tanaya, and I'm in the 6th grade.
okay.
My name is Yash, and I'm in 6th grade.
All right, and we're going to get some miming back here. You got a grade? Third grade. Hey, so you're coming to middle school. All right, so tell us about what is Journey. Who wants to tell me about it?
So, Journey is we try to stop bullying in our school and around the state of Delaware. Journey is pretty much a fun group to be in. When we do activities on trying to stop bullying, we hang out posters, we do activities, and we just talk once in a while about bullying and the concepts of bullying, and that's it.
That's a lot. That's a lot there. All right, so how did you hear about Journey? I've never heard about Journey, so tell me how you found out. Go ahead.
We found out about Journey is when we saw this thing, this video, this thing at the lower seminar room and in Shue, and they were basically it was Journey and they were dancers and they were dancing.
All right.
say something?
Yes, please.
Well, how I joined Journey was I saw these dancers, and I also saw Journey one day, and I was like, oh man, I have to be a part of this. And then it turns out later that I was a part of it.
Oh, well, that was pretty good. It's exciting.
Yes, it is.
Now, how do you work with the whole state? Do you guys sometimes meet together from other schools, or what happens?
Well, right now we're not really like throughout the whole entire state. We're in just Shue,
Oh,
but
okay.
we are trying to move into other schools and try to make advertisements so other schools can join it. And then maybe one day it can like advance and the whole entire state of Delaware and maybe the whole entire United States of America.
Hey, that's where we start, one step at a time, right? Let's build it. Tell me about these beautiful green shirts and this fam.
So these are Journey shirts, and fam means friends always motivate.
Uh-huh.
So it's about how friends like help other people, and they don't put other people down.
All right. So what's a typical day? What day do you guys meet?
We meet on Tuesdays or Thursdays. We never really met on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Fridays. It's up to what they want the days to be, and but it's a really fun group, and we just meet most of the time.
All right, so tell me what you guys do. Because I got to hear, and later you're going to treat our audience to your cheer, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's exciting for me. But tell me some of the other things you do when you meet.
When we first come in, we try to get our people together, and then when we get our people together, we start doing posters, and we start brainstorming about things and what we're going to try to change in our school and throughout the state of Delaware, and just try to make our school more safer and our state more safer.
That sounds great. Because now, have any of you run into anyone who's been bullied or seen any bullying type of things happen?
Yes.
Yes.
So somebody want to share with me something a time that you witnessed bullying and how Journey has helped you learn to, I guess, approach it.
Well, every day there's a new problem in our school. So usually what Jody has taught me is when I see it, sometimes I'm not going to always be there to help, but when I am, like I know what to do and I know the outcomes, and sometimes I might go to a teacher, or I'll if they're my friends or someone I know, I might go up to them myself and I'll just help them and try to resolve the conflict.
So that's what they teach you, how to resolve it. What's one of the first steps there? So you see two people here and we're like, I don't know if you're going to be my friend today. What's the first thing You do too.
Well, actually, I observe because sometimes it's just playing around. So that's
Okay.
the first step is actually observing,
Okay,
like the
very
fight
good. Mhm.
or whatever it is.
Because we could be just friends here, right? All right, so now we don't really know each other, and I'm not sure we are just playing. What happens next?
Well, either I can go up to them myself or I can go to a teacher to ask for help.
Very good. And that's typically what happens. Those are great answers. That's really good, really good. And each of you agree? Do we do everything right here? That's what
Yeah.
happens. So some of the posters that you put up, what do the posters say?
I drew a Jordy in the corner of the poster that says, "Jordy got your back,"
Okay.
and we just hung that one up today. People are already admiring the posters every
Okay.
time they walk by, and we. It took about like 2 days to make, but Ms. Fano and other students come up to me and be like, "Did you draw that poster? Because it really looks really nice." I say, "Yeah, I may trace it a little bit, secret," and we just make posters like "Jordy got your back," or "Don't be afraid to speak," or just say the word Jordy, and then it was like, "Don't be afraid to tell us."
So
And-
when someone sees somebody, I say I was at school and somebody bullied me, I can come to you guys, or you? So you are well known in the school, or how does it work?
What we do is you can even go to a teacher if you want, but we're more understandable because we're kids and like
right.
we know what kids go through and we could help them better than a teacher is. Because say someone got into a fight, a teacher might say, "Oh, well, it's not the right thing to hit someone back," or like we might say, "Oh, well, you're defending yourself," and we can understand more. So it's easier for a child to like talk to a child and communicate better, because like they can understand each other better versus going to a teacher.
Okay, that makes sense to me. I think that's a great way to go. And how many people are in the group? We got the 4 of you to come tonight, and thank you so much for taking that time to come. How many do you got when you meet at school? How many people usually?
There are the 4 of us,
Uh-huh.
and then I believe we have 2 or 3 more.
Okay.
They couldn't show up tonight because, you know.
Well, let's give them a shout out. Let's say hi to them. Do we know their names? If
Hey,
people-
Rashay, how you doing?
Hey, all right, we're looking at the camera.
Elizabeth.
Oh, sorry. Janaea, how you doing?
That's right, we miss
I think it's 4 of
you.
them.
Oh, Talia
Yeah.
and
5.
Elizabeth, Janaea.
Elizabeth and Jate.
All right.
people.
So now what would someone else do? Is it too late for people to join? How would other people who are at Shue join the group?
We're not accepting people right
We
now.
actually are.
No, we
Because
aren't.
I just invited 2 people today that actually wanted
okay.
to join the group,
Okay.
and I
yay.
think they're joining actually. So,
Okay.
like, as long as it's not like the last year score, like, yeah, you can join. But pretty much we're accepting anyone who tries.
Okay. And there's no cost to be a part of the group?
No, we did. In the beginning of the year, on how we got chosen to be part of Jordy was because we had to write why we thought we would be good for Jordy.
Okay.
I've seen bullies who try to put down on paper on things like why they'd be good for it. I'm just thinking that might be trying to make them change on who they are as a person, maybe.
Okay.
But we're not sure completely. And the teacher also has to write down like your behaviors that you're doing during school and how often you work, so you don't miss a lot of work when you're gone for
Okay.
meetings.
Okay. Well, let me applaud you. I didn't realize you were chosen. Yeah. Well, congratulations here.
Thank you.
So each of you wrote an essay, and then you were chosen based on your essay and your behavior.
Yes.
All
And we
right.
had to have a teacher like give a recommendation.
Oh, and a teacher recommendation. All right. So that makes you great scholars here, right? Woo-hoo. And you're giving of your time. So now this is a community service. So you're learning a lot here, right? So now what would you say? How will you convince other schools to start this program? What would you tell them?
I would honestly tell them that if you think that your school is not if you feel like your school is not safe enough, that you want to start an anti-bullying group, then get a guardian and try to make up your own group, or like try to get together as like a team so you can actually stop bullying in your school and make that a safer place to go to instead of feeling scared every day.
Oh, that's good. So sometimes people come to school, they're scared because they're going to get bullied.
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
even in middle school?
Even worse.
Worse in middle school?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. What did some of the bullies do in middle school?
Well, it's not exaggerated. Like, they don't put people in trash cans and throw people in lockers because
So nothing like
the
that,
lockers
okay.
are too small for that. But you know, like sometimes they'll either like physically hurt someone or
Wow.
emotionally hurt someone. And yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Or cyberbullying, sometimes they do that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, in case somebody doesn't know, tell us about some cyberbullying and how it happens.
Rumors that
Uh-oh.
go around school
Really?
that sometimes aren't true.
Okay.
And posted on internet.
Okay. So they post a rumor on the internet and they hurt someone's feelings. And how do we stop something like that?
Convincing.
Just and then they'll stop and they'll
Like,
take it
before
down.
they think about posting,
Mhm.
maybe go to them and be like, think about what you're going to be doing, think about what you're doing to their life, and
Okay.
the way that you're going to make them on how they feel inside instead of you trying to hurt them.
Okay.
Well, sometimes we have to dig a little bit deeper than that because you can't just go up to a bully and just say, stop bullying, because you know someone's not just going to stop bullying if you say that. That's why I say you have to do some convincing and actually like try to like get into that person's mind and help them, because people nowadays, like, they don't really like think too much and like they don't try to dig deep into things, so they're not really worried about that. That's why you have to try the best you can to help.
To help the bully. Because a lot of times bullies are hurting themselves, huh?
Yeah, and most people like try to help the people that are getting bullied rather than trying to help the people that are bullying people. Which
So
I
you should
think-
actually help both,
Yes.
right? Yeah, very good point. I hadn't thought about that before. Yeah, you're right. We got to help both the victim and the other and make them victorious together here, right? All right. Now, so how would we get your lovely Jody to be a part? Can we?
Assemblies, well, sometimes dancers will come to our school with
Okay.
Jody, and Jody knows how to dance. He loves
All
it.
right.
And usually that's what we do.
That's what you do. All right. So we're going to take a quick break because we're going to go to our other studio and you're going to show us that little chair that I saw in the hallway. Sound like fun? And we can get everybody all motivated to stop bullying, right?
Yeah.
All right. Stand by. We'll be right back.